and welcome to ISTV English News. I'm Dhanya. Let's take a look at the top stories first. Chief Minister Ibobi mulls over evaluating ministers' performance, thanks people for re-electing two-party MPs. And anyone found guilty after probe in Loktak Fundi clearance will get punishment, reiterates T.H. Chauba. The news in detail. As there is going to be a change of guards at the centre shortly, the Congress government in the state is beginning to tighten its belt, lest the new union government finds fault to do something undesirable to the state government. In what appears to be a psychosis symptom of the upcoming Modi government at the centre, Chief Minister Okram Ibobi today categorically stated that it is becoming necessary for evaluating the performance of his ministers and look into what their concerned departments are doing. On the other hand, the state government and the Congress party have thanked the people of Manipur for re-electing the two MPs of the party. The Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee organized a function at the Congress Bhavan today to accord a warm reception to the re-elected two MPs of the party, Dr. T. Mainya in the Inner Manipur Parliamentary Constituency and Thangso Baite in the Outer Manipur Parliamentary Constituency. Chief Minister Ibobi and Deputy Chief Minister Gaikangam presented gifts to the two MPs elect. Rajya Sabha member Mohammad Abdul Salam, Ministers A.K. Mirabai, Gobindas Konthaujam, Dr. Ratan Kumar and Ngamthang Haukip, MLAs and leaders of MPCC attended the function. Dr. Mainya and Thangso Baite expressed thanks to the people, Congress workers and the state government. Deputy Chief Minister Gaikangam said the MP election has once again shown that Manipur is a unique state in India. It shows that the people of Manipur keep faith in the state government because of the developmental works that had been taken up by the government. For this, he expressed gratitude to the people. He said the government will not do anything to lose the people's faith. If there is a change at the centre, it can't be said that there will also be a change in the state. Some people seem to not understand the provisions of the 10th schedule. It is clearly outlined in the schedule that MLAs of a party cannot leave their own party and defect to another party. As it is necessary for the entire party and its legislators to go together, such an event will be impossible for Congress party. Besides, all the MLAs are remaining together in the party, Gaikangam said. On the other hand, it was already known that the NSC and IM would indulge in mischievous activities during the election. Their nature of activity is not election and not even selection. It is forcible activity. Next time they would fall flat, Gaikangam said. It is time for those people who voted for the NPF, which is dreaming for a Nagalim, pondered over it seriously. Moreover, it is a kind of warning to the people that such political parties like BJP and CPI that have no organization at all were getting more than 1 lakh votes. Therefore, the party leaders and workers need to work harder so that the people will not distance from it, he said.
Selection
Chief Minister Ibobi said politics has ups and downs. Though the NDA comes to power at the centre, there is nothing to be afraid of. As the party has been in power for a long time, it was anti-incumbency factor. Even though a new government comes to the centre, the annual planned size of a state cannot be simply cut. There will be flow of funds according to the performance record of the works, whether under the SPA or ACA, Chief Minister said. In Manipur, as there are frequent bunds and blockades, the progress of the works gets slowed down. As such, the ministers need to remain alert and do their works properly, the Chief Minister said.
Difficulties mayam laiba election code of conduct laiba adu ban blockade laiba fund adequate fund laiba, that is different question. Adu aina pai sinse masi matam sile doroi dore ai department sidati ai pai ja department khangge koi mayam se par putin da tom sa taptana koi na han election da koi na bi gi praja sangha bi gi bas commitment अकोई ने कंपनी हाई बात अपने रविशु खंडे पवार की खंडे लंबी की खंडे मशीन कोई ना प्रजासन इधरे सी गवर्नमेंट के अबो बंदी लगे हाई से अकोई ने लोड पे याद हो जाती है प्रजासन की मर्जी से कोई ना मेन भी याद है कोई ना पीएम से कोई ना कोई लोग खाकर की हो ना प्रेस तक करेगा हम वालों को मसी सो ना याद है.
Meanwhile, the state unit of BJP is making preparations to book those involved in the scam of Fundi clearance in Loktak Lake. Addressing a press meet at the party office at Nityai Park, Chutek, President of BJP Manipur Pradesh T.H. Chauba said that whoever is involved in the Fundi clearance scam will be punished according to law. Though BJP is defeated in the parliamentary election in Manipur, his party will come to power at the centre. He will also go to Delhi to attend the oath-taking ceremony of Narendra Modi as Prime Minister of India on May 21st. He further said, now the Congress will become the opposition bench in the Lok Sabha. Chauba said he is quite happy to see the results and improvement of his party in comparison with the position of his party then in 2009. He said, though defeated in the election, he appreciated the people's support and trust for the BJP and said that the party will work hard to bring peace and development in the state during a short period. He also said that in the coming general elections, BJP is hoping to win maximum number of MLAs for which all possible efforts will be made and campaigns will start soon without any rest. He further said he will meet and discuss with Narendra Modi on various issues of Manipur in Delhi.
Narendra Modi na la one rupee bhawa accountability wikini hayamba. Akoi leaders ng laga lokak maranda, condition wiki maranda, hayamba mayam se sojan mo lokalakani, prajagi public money la sinala. Second hayaba sinarega ipsasi ikalaka la mo. La mada madu sasaniba madu ziyalaiba madu madu mai bagi ni apna le manati madu. Now
for some national and international news. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh resigned today, capping a 10-year tenure of two UPA governments that has been brought to an end by a shattering defeat in the Lok Sabha elections. Bidding farewell to the nation, Prime Minister Manmohan Singh today said his life and tenure in public office was an open book and he had tried his best to serve the country. He fulfilled the responsibility entrusted to him with diligence as my tool, truth as my beacon. Today, as I prepare to lay down office, I am aware that well before the final judgment that we all await from the Almighty, there is judgment in the court of public opinion that all elected officials and governments are required to submit themselves to, he said. Narendra Modi, who won a massive mandate yesterday to be India's next Prime Minister, thanked BJP workers at the party's main office and Delhi and said the historic win belongs to 126 crore Indians. He arrived at the Delhi airport this morning to a sea of supporters dancing, cheering, beating drums and jostling to get a glimpse of him. At the airport, Modi, 63, dressed in a blue jacket, stood partly out of a moving SUV, flashing the victory sign. The change in status from Chief Minister of Gujarat to PM to be was signalled by a security upgrade as Modi reached the Ahmedabad airport in a big cavalcade of white cars this morning. In Delhi, much khaki dotted the crowds at the airport and security men conspicuously surrounded his car. At the BJP head office, the elite National Security Guards or NSG sanitized the area. He later attended a meeting of the party's parliamentary board, a group of top 12 leaders, including leaders not seen as close to him like LK Advani, Sushma Swaraj and Murli Manohar Joshi. They are expected to have discussed the process and dates for electing Modi, leader of the BJP's new members of parliament and government formation. The party also has to decide who will replace Modi as Gujarat Chief Minister. The BJP Parliamentary Party will meet on May 20 at 1200 hours to formally decide on Narendra Modi as the Prime Minister, which is a mere formality, BJP President Rajnath Singh announced today. Speaking to reporters after the hour-long meeting of the party's parliamentary board, Rajnath Singh said everybody was aware who would be named as the Prime Minister. After the meeting, Modi will leave for Varanasi, the Uttar Pradesh constituency that handed him a resounding victory in his first Lok Sabha election. He will offer prayers at the banks of the Ganga River. Another big victory celebration is expected there. President Barack Obama on Friday congratulated Narendra Modi for his electoral victory during a telephone call and invited him to visit the US at a mutually agreeable time to further strengthen the bilateral ties. The president invited Narendra Modi to visit Washington at a mutually agreeable time to further strengthen our bilateral relationship, the White House said following the maiden telephonic conversation between the two leaders. The phone call was stated to be brief. Modi during his US visit would be eligible for an A1 visa, State Department spokesperson Jen Psaki said. The Prime Minister of India will be welcomed to the United States. As head of government, Modi would be eligible for an A1 visa, she said. Congratulating Narendra Modi for the BJP NDA's electoral success, Assam Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi today said the people expected a sympathetic approach towards the state from the PM in waiting. I have congratulated Narendra Modi. I hope that the country grows under him, Mr. Gogoi said at a press conference. On his expectations from Modi for the state, Gogoi said, from the assurances in the pre-poll period, we are expecting much from him. The people of the state are also hopeful. Congress President Sonia Gandhi and her son Rahul Gandhi may offer to resign, sources say, a day after they both accepted responsibility for the party's worst performance ever in the national election. According to Congress party sources, they are likely to make the offer at a meeting on Monday of the Congress Working Committee, the party's top decision-making body, in a move that will largely be symbolic as party leaders are unlikely to accept it. Emotional speeches will set the tone for deep introspection on the Congress's spectacular rout. India's oldest party was reduced to double digits in parliament and failed to win a single seat in 10 states as a long and grueling campaign by Rahul Gandhi failed to stop the tide of public anger. The New York Times today hailed Narendra Modi's pledge at his victory rally to work for the good of all Indians and said he will need to stick to that commitment. The Daily advised the Gandhi family to hand over the leadership to others, saying that that is the only chance for India to have a credible opposition. An editorial under the heading, With Narendra Modi, a Change in India, the American High Priest of Liberalism in the Big Apple said the landslide victory reflects a changing country more willing to extend governance to those outside the established elite. Bahujan Samaj Party Supremo Mayawati today alleged that false propaganda of the BJP, SP conspiracy by the opposition parties and BSP supporting the UPA government at the centre was the main cause of her party's debacle in this Lok Sabha elections. She said in UP, BJP received only 42% of votes, which means that still 58% voters were against Narendra Modi. Division of Muslim votes and shifting of upper caste and backward votes towards the BJP was the other reason for the landslide victory of the BJP, she said. And now, let's take a look at the top stories once again. Chief Minister Ibobi mulls over evaluating ministers' performance, thanks people for re-electing two-party MPs. And anyone found guilty after probe in Loktak Fumdi clearance will get punishment, reiterates T.H. Chauba. Thanks for joining us and do stay tuned to ISTV News.